pistol is live, and Fate are taking another risk as they do on their pistol. A connector stack, 2 players pushing in towards water. They'll concede monster in the B site, and they'll just fight for the retake and fight off a short. If Galaxy Racer witness this, which they are, and realize it, they could just push straight through to A. Instead, they're going to stick around and fight. Relax and pleasant with one, but the answers come right on back in. Man advantage maintained for Galaxy Racer, but the bomb dropped.
Oh, Tabs, that's awkward. Ship's creeping in from the same position. Will Tabs be expecting a second man? It looks like he kind of is, and Ship's trying to get the better of him. Costs him so much HP, though. He needs to get this next frag real fast. And he might just have missed the window of opportunity. Freddy Frog moves his way up to heaven as well. I don't think he's going to be expecting this one, Keith. Tap onto the bomb. Freddy's still playing it safe, because, I mean, like, he's on 6 HP, but as soon as he peeks out, there you go. Ships is indeed caught off guard by it. He was expecting maybe someone, you know, or a 2-man peek from water, from the mini pit area. Just not really the case, right? So I think he's really thrown for a loop there, and Galaxy Racer going to get the pistol on the board. It's certainly hard fought, certainly a bit weird, but they get it nonetheless. Now they have a force buy to fend off against.
Let's take a look at these live odds, about where we figured they would be from our partners over at LootBet. Check them out in the banner below. Loot.bet. That's not just a name, but that's literally the site. Loot.bet. Fun facts. Early nade onto Pleasant. He's going to be down to 57. Force buy, of course, from Fate. Some MP9s from Deagles. Mar going to be peeking here. That fire will send them back. And they may just concede all of connector, but they have homies coming in from water script. This could make all the difference. They're MP9s. Oh, they're gonna go now. They're gonna strike. Mar will be distraction. MP9s is swinging, and it is all Galaxy Racers shutting down the aggression. I can't believe Freddy Frog just did that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like they should have come away with a bit more there, but I guess the door opens in favor of Galaxy Racer. If you think about it, they were all kind of hidden behind it, so the door opens, and with the protection of it, they're given enough time to swing around and prepare themselves for the onslaught. So kind of unfortunate. If a nade had taken the door out, I think I agree with you. Oh, okay. Nice little jiggle peek from Ships. Gets himself a Galil. What's the plan here? Is he going to hold on to this, or is he actually going to try and go for the round? 35 seconds. Not looking too likely. The bomb goes down, and yeah, he kind of knows he doesn't have a chance.
Yeah, Galil save with the armor, pretty ideal if you ask me. Now, he won't get that cheap head armor upgrade, which is big sad, but Galaxy Racers are big happy script, because they're going to jump up to 2. 1 + 1 is 2. God, I love showing off my math skills. It's honestly, some would say, one of my best parts of my personality.
Hey, I mean, honestly, you continue to amaze me.
Thank you. Every day,
Just
every day we wake up and...
Just the speed, you know?
Yeah, that was quick, wasn't it? I didn't even need a calculator this time. Like, I just...
Really?
Yeah.
I can only really do up to 1. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can only really figure
like
it.
decimals and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, 0.1 at 0.1, 0.3, right? Wait.
Yeah. Thank goodness for Scriv, otherwise we'd all be lost. Galaxy Racers right back into their connector control. This is going to be their typical default. Look for Freddy Frog and Tabs. Just go ahead and take connector. Not every round, but this is going to be something they do consistently. It's a safe default. It's controlled across the map. And I imagine they will eventually start sending just 2 players out towards long A at the pace in which it's happening. And good night, Ships. The Galil will land into Patrick's arms. And now that they know the Galil's towards B, they're just going to probably follow Pleasant into the A site.
Oh, Plesser making money. What has happened there, Patrick? My guy. I guess, you know, it's tough for the information to come in quickly, but just using his ears, I would have thought he'd hear the player. Not the case, though, so that's kind of hilarious. Blocker has been spotted, and he will be eliminated. Bit too chunky, sticks out, and an easy pickup for Plesson to get his 4K. Made a lot of money in that round as well.
Opt for ships. Scout for relaxer. Not saying it's the difference, but it definitely could be. Full bonus for Galaxy Racers. Tam's the only one with an AK. I'm all for rounds like this. Anything that gives you the edge economically speaking, which this does. Not a bad go around, Scriv. Mar, off angle. Can't even get the one. Absolutely rocked. And they're not going to pressure. They're just going to maintain connector control, keep this man advantage. They're trying to figure out where was the support for him, right? Why is he there alone? Really good start for Galaxy Racers.
Absolutely.
And notice how it comes in the form of connector control again. I think that's going to be a good talking point. I think Ships is going to eventually have to just bite the bullet and take that risky peek at some point, because it's been the bread and butter for Galaxy Racer.
Yeah, it does make sense. Oh, I kind of like this setup. It's unfortunate. It could be big. It ends up being a bit small for Patrick. For Blocker, meanwhile, he's robbed of the 4K. At least initially, but my god. The Mouse One King. Tab's the only one left for Galaxy Racer, and he can't find anything. Blocker does get his 4K, so it was the ace that Nicky stole. God damn it. Unlucky. But Fate gonna get their first rifle on the board.
On the board indeed, Blocker. I mean, that's just what he does, isn't it? He is just the most calm person in, like, scary, high, antsy, tons of players around you situations. He's just always so just rehearsed and calm and fluent. Nicky out towards Fountain. Ships will hold his back. And Galaxy Racers this time defaulting with one player getting connector control in the form of Tabs. Forcing out the smoke from Mar. They'll exchange a little bit of nade damage and some pleasantries. Fate, they say, you know what? We'll contest connector up to the point of entrance, but we really want to punish the players that are coming Fountain then. What? Why'd he turn around?
F. In the chat. Ooh. Ships, however, chiming in with the first. Patrick coming in for another frag. Tabs drops Mar and the A-bomb site vulnerable, but it's looking a little better than it was initially. And they know there's a player out towards long. Patrick coming from B, right? Fairly easy to guess. Moves in off the back of the flash, but Pleasant, too big, too strong. And Ships forced to save. So Galaxy Racer straight back in. Straight back in with the fourth.
Oh, Ships. Good juggle to get the one. He doesn't want to get hunted, Scriv. Really does want to hang on to this, and good thing that Pleasant is so far away. He'll hear Tabs coming and just not react in time. I mean, I'm kind of shocked that he wasn't expecting another push, or he just left himself in the open. Unlike Fate, Galaxy Racers, fourth on the board with confidence, and some would say with ease. As Fate are gonna have to take a save. It's gonna be some pistols, gonna be some utility. But all in all, Galaxy Racers are impressive thus far.
Yeah, certainly looking good. Certainly looking good. And look, I mean, I'm kind of happy for it, you know, here for it for sure. They can bring it. Will make for an exciting series. Ooh, ships mollied out. However, the fight brought to the T side, and it's brought effectively. 2-1 Deegs. Now into a 5-on-3. They've got AKs retrieved. They do have armor on some of these players here, Keith. So this is very quickly spiraled out of control from Galaxy Racer. Left to recover things with a lack of utility and obviously a lack of players with very little information. Blocker in a great spot. Trying to find the head. Not going to happen. He's mollied out. And he will get taken down. So there goes the first. Low HP for Marin ships. Comes into fruition. Team kill? What's happened there? So it said they picked up 2 kills quickly. Either way, Relaxer takes down ships. It looks like they will weather the storm and fight their way back into the site unless Patrick can find a crazy triple. But I am somewhat apprehensive. Yeah, even Plesson was ready for it above the smoke, and there you have it. They will find the 5th. It looked a bit dicey, but they pull it back.
Whew! These Galaxy Racer boys. They're not messing about, Scurv, are they? No messing at all. Right back into a different look in default, right? One pressure towards connector this time. Whoever had the spawn will take it towards fountain and force the op back. And it's working beautifully. Relaxa pushes short with an op of his own. He's going to get a pick on a Patrick. I'm starting to see why this was the pick from Galaxy Racers. Strokes of genius and streaks of consistency. Different setups, but same result. That's how you know this is a good map for them.
Yeah, really picking them apart here. Reading them well. And I mean, this is why I think the, you know, the statistics can be a little misleading. Ooh, we'll see though. The B-bomb side is somewhat vulnerable. Ships and Mar coming in with a couple. Mar standing beautifully there at the back of the site. Ships capitalizing, brings it down to a one-on-one. Plesson is behind him, and I don't think he quite recognizes this fact. Going to go for the swing up. Does indeed spot him. They're both left so low. The nade going down. Will it reach? It will. And Ships had no idea. Could not prepare for that at all. Another close round, but it's Galaxy Racer to come out with the victory.
Wow. I mean, right when you think Fate are in trouble, they get a couple kills, and then trouble ends up coming around. Hellcase is consistently there. Malta v 15, refill bonus, hundreds of cases, esports tournament mode, which by the way is really fun to play. If you're more of a sporty kind of guy who likes to play along with some games, it's definitely what you want to do. Check them out in the banner below in the chat. Awesome to have them along and being partners as they witness Fate getting some clutch kills, Scurv, getting the ones they need, and then still falling apart in the end, which is unfortunate, to say the least.
Yeah, I think they're going to be a little annoyed with themselves in places. And it feels like it is really not that far away at all. So not too much work to do, just a few tweaks in the right places. Hopefully sooner rather than later, as we should be getting into the action kind of quickly here. I'm not quite sure exactly what we're waiting for. No one seems to have dropped out, but we did have a few issues with loss in the last matchup. Not sure if that is kind of the case here as well. Alright, cool. Back into the action in just a few seconds here. All good, all sorted. No extended period of waiting. As we move into kind of an interesting buy. Ships all the way down to the M4. Everybody else just on the half, Keith. So maybe a bit of miscommunication with that. Particularly for Europa. Pleasant, meanwhile, going to open up onto Mart. Boost coming in here. Perhaps this is indeed why Ships opted to buy, because he has plans for it. But so far, not finding anything.
Well, quick P250 shot, but you can just see Galaxy Racers are like holding every push point. Like, he even comes back and clears connector because in his mind, he's keeping track of the time, right? I've killed this player short. What's the most logical place they're going to be pushing me back out from? I'll go check connector. Their heads are on a swivel. They're really dialed in, Scriv. And that's worrying from Fate. But I say this as if we didn't just watch them get demolished on a first map and bounce back. So I know it's definitely within the wheelhouse.
Yeah, I mean, very true. Just thought with the prominence that they showed on this map, it wouldn't be as one-sided to begin with. But like you say, maybe within the map as well, they can bounce back easily. Again, really interesting. The rest of the team can buy and Ships can't. So I'm not quite sure the logic behind his decision. Really wasn't that effective. Like I say, he seemed to have plans for it, but even then, just don't really need to take those kind of risks, especially when you're this far behind. I don't know. And now he comes into this round on an MP9.
Yeah, a bit of a risk. And, bang. Later! Freddy Frog is playing really well. I mean, it seems like Galaxy Racer's defaults are just working across the map. They're clicking in every avenue. They're winning fight after fight after fight, Scriv. And it doesn't seem to be stopping. Nikki on 29 HP. About to meet his maker in Dijon. Kind of like Dijon mustard, but it's Dijon. And it's A1, Scriv. They're sweet like Dijon mustard, however. Or like honey mustard. You a honey mustard guy?
Yeah, I can get down with it.
Nice. Nothing like a good sausage, right? You get some of the, oh, what is it? It's German. It's,
Bratwurst?
sweet. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You put that on it,
yeah.
you get some honey mustard.
Good stuff.
Sorry, I just had a hunger.
It's alright, I think you are a bit hungry.
Some would say it was a hunger game.
Hey.
Hey.
Oh. Okay. I mean, some early damage here. Again, a little dicey, but it looks like Galaxy Racer going to weather the storm. Fate not looking good at all. The flash doesn't quite meet the mark. 4 on 2 with the remaining 2 CTs being split across the map. So don't really see them finding anything here. Oh. No. No, Pleasant. Oh my goodness. It hurts to watch. Nicky, you just can see it flashing before his eyes. Unlucky.
Yeah, that is the insult to the injury. Mar comes through with 1. And it is just headshots galore for Galaxy Racer. 9 rounds T-side there. Speed running. This game's only been going for like 10 minutes, it feels. They've been on a bit of a roll on this T-side, to say the least. At least Fate have money now, Scriv. It's an op for Ships. Blocker has been MIA since that one big round. And I guess defeated is kind of the vibe, but gotta be able to bounce back. You can't just rely on map to map. You need to be able to facilitate some comeback and start getting some rounds before you jump over to your map pick, without a doubt.
Yeah, without a doubt, indeed. Ship's going to open up. Boost coming in. Okay. This is good from Fate. Improved and effective. And holding things down. I mean, sure, he gets one, but he is traded quickly. 4 versus 2. And I don't see a world in which they mess this up, to be honest.
Yeah, shouldn't happen, right? You would think. Over a minute, however, on the clock, these Galaxy Racer boys to work with. Bomb is in Relax's control. It starts with 1 pick towards Monster. Great flash. He does get the 1. Just a shame he couldn't take that shot and have lived, right? Tabs. Trying to figure out how much room he's going to have here. Blocker. Letting him know where he is, but the Heaven player will secure it. They keep 3 alive. That's the prime number. They get AKs out of it, Scriv. But you've given a lot of economy over to Galaxy Racer. We're right back in with the fullest of full buys. So you got to do it once. You have to do it twice if you're Fate.
Need to keep it going, indeed. It is going to be a tough task. Galaxy Racer back, and they are angry. Relaxer opens up. Speed at short. Control gained. As well as a good amount of control gained on the A side of things. Could easily rotate up after softening them up with the nades. Blocker down to 55. Not looking too good at all. Oh, that's a bit awkward. Blocker pushes forwards and finds Plessen. Dezen does trade him. The rhyming names working well together. And now into a 4-on-3. But like I said, they had that control over at A. They will meet here on the edge of the smoke. Dezen getting the better of it. That lurking presence, so effective. Nikki sticking around B. Not sure where to go. But it is, of course, going to be an A hit, and I would not be surprised if Mar just gets caught completely off guard here. Okay, maybe not. Drops tabs. This gets interesting now, Keith.
Ooh, the timing is so weird. How often they... Mar gets caught. Nikki's next up, and he too, the same. The timing is just there for Galaxy Racers. Everything, and I mean everything now. Timing, luck, it's all on their side. And it puts Fate in a awkward situation, does it not? A buy is required from them, an op from Blocker. Typically not the man who has it. They put ships on an MP9. I think Blocker may have a spawn for Monster or something of the sort, so he's going to take it, not give it back over to his op in ships. But you know, things are getting weird when Blocker decides to buy an op instead of his M4 armor.
Yeah, by weird, I think desperate is a good word to describe it, honestly. I mean, rightly so, you know. They get a round back, they can't string them together. We'd kind of given them a bit of a free pass. I think they'd given themselves a free pass. Maybe not so much on overpass, but kind of overconfident. And the CT side always difficult, you know. You can never get a grasp on the economy and whatnot, but also some strange financial decisions coming in anyway. Just been a strange map to witness. Really one-sided affairs today, which, as we've said, are fairly rare. So there certainly has to be something like internal where you just come into the map and you're making these questionable decisions and whatnot. It is very strange. It is very, very strange. Clean opener from Freddy Frog. Great little peek as well to bait the AWP away. And we'll have ourselves a clean 5-on-4 for the Swedes.
Oh, Nikki. Able to find Diesel. Blocker with this up, and he can't even connect. Tabs denies. Ships with the MP9, well, he's successful, but will not expect the up to be posted that far back. Patrick, Nikki, typically I would say, you know what? Cut your losses, just save. But in this situation, you need round script. I don't even think saving's on the cards. I mean, they're going to think it is, but at this point, I think you just need rounds.
Yeah, it's a really tough scenario. Like I say, I think Galaxy Racer catching everybody off guard ever so slightly here. Would it be wild to say maybe even themselves? I don't know. But all the same, solid stuff, and I don't know. I'm happy. I'm happy that it does come down to a situation like this where they are proving people wrong ever so slightly. But in a big way. Again, these one-sided affairs, like, it just... Credit to Galaxy Racer, but, like, you yourself as a team have to be playing poorly or have to be getting complacent. Really is strange. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Tough. Absolute tough. Relax is backing up right when getting pressured by ships. He's gotten timing. They know it's coming towards B, but can these players hang on? One's weak, the other an M4. They need the first kill and then more. The molly forces him out. Blocker's in trouble, and he's gone. Ships misses his chance. Posted on from an op, and the P250 of all things is what takes him down. 12 for Galaxy Racers. Scriv going through the motions real quick.
Mar sticking around, hoping to find himself an exit, maybe an AK upgrade, maybe would be nice, would be lovely. Come on, lads, give me a chance. Just not gonna happen. Unlucky, and now he has to look to, of course, back away. There you have it. 12th round does come through. It takes a little long in the end, kind of anticlimactic, although a lot of this half has been somewhat anticlimactic, at least if you are expecting a showing from Fate or not. We'll see. Third round is a must. I mean, the fourth round, the fifth round, probably a must, but of course those out of the question now. The third round, the best that they can do, just to soften that blow as best they can. But, okay, I was going to say not looking too good for them just with recent history and the buy being slightly weak. Ships, however, gets aggressive, and he does put his money where his mouth is, Keith.
Definitely does. That M4 will sing. No one else is over here from Galaxy Racers outside of Tab, so his head must be on a swivel. And Fate gambling up towards A, very quiet towards the B side of things. Tabs is going to apply a little bit of pressure and start throwing some utility. Vice versa with Galaxy Racers. One kill in this whole round can change, though.
Oh, big nade. Second nade. Plesson on 2 HP, but he still finds the frag. They themselves are going to cob some utility in. Patrick will be left half, apparently. Oh, he peeks up. Going to be seen. Head taken off. I mean, the nade kind of a bit pointless, but it's all good. 3 versus 3. Plesson needs to try and stay alive or find another frag before he falls. Oh, and he misses the shot. Easy one for Blocker. 3 versus 2 now looks a lot more doable. Up and above the smoke. Trying to push their way in. It is going pretty damn well so far, and Tab's the only one left to hold things off. Yeah, and he's smoked. They've got a kit. I think they find this. I think they find their third.
Tap it. Spray in from tabs. And you're right. Gets caught. A third. Gives them the confidence that you're not going to lose if you lose pistol, right? So no matter what, you lose pistol, doesn't really matter. You're okay. You'll bounce back. But does put a lot of emphasis on your T side. And I don't know. I have no answers or no real feedback on how that's going to be possible, Scriv. I feel like they're going to need this man to step up. Blocker. Nicky's played relatively pretty well. But then you look at the Galaxy Racer side, and you can only have to say that that is a perfect T side. People aim for 6-7 rounds T side, and you just got 12. So, like, look.
I mean, they're flying. They're absolutely flying. Should be solid stuff from them to close things out. One would assume maybe Fate can hold on and build some confidence and whatnot that we always talk about. The game itself is a wild prospect, however. Really solid on train, though. So do maybe expect them to bounce back quickly as they did, as we have mentioned, as they did against Nordavind earlier. Once again, though, we do like to take time here at the turn of the half. I must admit. However, hearing the ticks sounds good. Yes. We in? Hello?
I hear it.
I've been hearing it for a while, though.
Maybe?
Are they trolling us?
I really don't know. What is going on? Amazing. I want to see those live odds. Woo! That much. I mean, it was a dominant T side, so. And it's Galaxy Racer's pick, so shout out to Loot.bet, our betting partner. Check them out in the banners below. And here we go. Live odds lean the way of the Racers, and so do I. They're zooming into this.
Speeding their way through, my guy. Oh, Dezen gonna clap the head clean off of Mar as well. They are looking to continue with the pace. Ships does get one, but he's traded back. There goes Dezen, however. Now it becomes a bit more interesting. 3-on-3. Where do we go? Fate are gonna rush in towards A. No mind games, just going straight in, playing it safe. Gonna get the bomb plant. Pleasant and Relaxer with quick flanks. Oh, they've lost the frontal attack, though. Pleasant not able to find that frag. Relaxer also not quite able to find it just yet. Blocker is being a real pain in the backside as he stays alive. Yeah, USP's retrieved as well. This is not looking as easy as it once was for Galaxy Racer. Oh. You keep on missing shots. Straight into the P250. Relaxer?
Oh!
Okay, what's happened here? How did Pleasant stay? What? What? Is there enough time?
Yes?
Yeah, I think so. Close.
Wow.
But, I mean, it should have been Fate's round. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know how that player got to truck and then that T wrapped around on dice. I don't really know what was happening. I am very rattled, taken aback, confuzzled. All of those words summarize my feelings. And Galaxy Racer's buy is sadly weaker than Fate's in theory. AK a couple Khalils. While Galaxy Racer are lacking in the gun department. Gonna have to keep Freddy Frog alive. You're the only real punch into this round, sir. And I think everyone's starting to see what I mean when I say if you get a bomb planted and lose the round as T's, your buy is better than the CTs. It's scary.
Yeah, it is certainly strange. But there you are. Oh, Des going to drop Nikki. The nade damage is pretty damn fat onto blocker. Patrick's in a great spot. No, bless it. No, look back. Oh, Relax is holding it down with the USB. Okay, interesting. Ships comes in with a double. What is going on? What are these frags, man? Ship's the only one left. He's so low. I would say surely not, but like this round's been a bit crazy. All right, not going to happen. MP9 flying in. Galaxy Racer, although chaotic, will get their 14th on the board. Looks like we're going to be moving into train pretty quickly here.
Yeah, I feel like we're just going through the motions, going through the steps. 14 for the Racers. Fate. I mean, you're buying again. You're so far down. You just need rounds. You need a victory. You need to pick one up. And that's basically where they're at. That nade should be good. Nikki's not happy with it. As Fate just spread out, look for a pick scriv. Galaxy Racer's not in the business of giving them one yet, but Freddy Frog could be. And they definitely heard Patrick drop down there. Uh-oh.
Okay. 1 for 1. It's not all bad. Got an M4, though. That's kind of bad.
Yeah, I don't know what kept Freddy towards long. Like, maybe ego, maybe the score, but
yeah,
when you're playing with a scout, never a good idea to just go solo bathrooms. Just assume they're buying with a score line, right? And even then, you don't want to be there on eco, you don't want to be there on a rifle with no support with a scout, so a little bit of an ego. Again, a push from Pleasant alone. Bit of an ego, bit of a score line push. And it seems like Galaxy Racers are just falling apart at their own hand.
Somewhat, yeah. It is a hard round to keep up with. I think the Fate players are all over the place, to be fair, and just relying on one-on-ones. That Galaxy Racer are giving them, but all the same, I think some of these Galaxy Racer players are thinking, oh, okay, I can be the one to get in behind and get the double spray down. Surely they're all together. But not the case, so... And Relax is just so far away. The round is indeed over. No craziness coming in. Not at all.
Well, shucks. Will Galaxy Racers say no money, right? I don't think they're in double save territory, but they could be. That's a gun Relaxa wants. I don't think it's one he'll get to. Oh, he's just a headshot king. Did he hear the long player? Does he know? Tags him. Oh, the damage, though. Unreversible from the Fate side. Don't know if you necessarily had to lose that much for a scout. And Galaxy Racer saying, you know, Relax, so we feel like you've done enough damage. We have to double save anyway. We're going to buy, and you're going to go get a headshot with that scout once again. Sound good? And break.
All right, team talk. Al Pacino has given his 5-minute epic monologue. Blocker's going to drop Desert. Now stacked on long. This could be deadly for Mar. He's on his own. He's kind of distracted, but he's like, this seems a little sus. However, Galaxy Racer boys are not moving from long at all. They lose their B player very early on, so... Although they've not pushed in yet, and they don't quite know it yet, Fate have full control of the B-bomb site. I think Galaxy Racer are just going to save for the next. Maybe try and find this player who is indeed on the back end. Oh, Mardo, that is a great angle. Finds himself 3. Will he get the 4th? No. Relaxer drops him, but that's a really great angle from him and really well read. Don't think Relaxer gets away here. Flash coming over the top. He is max blind. There's one behind, one in front. And Fate will get another clean round on the board. you know, consolation rounds. I think, as we've said, Galaxy Racer getting a little complacent, little carefree, but it should not really matter too much in the grand scheme.
Nades from the CT side, perhaps going to get tossed towards water, monster, wherever they hear the stomping. Tabs, his head is gone. Incoming nades. They are going to be able to take care of Nikki. The mollies and utilities and weaponry from Fate, however, are going to do the cleaning. And the nade will actually find RACER. So, Fate are right back in it. They have done the hard task of breaking the CT money, building their own economy, and starting to get back into this. And I don't believe Galaxy Racers can buy like they planned to.
Yeah. They have plenty of rounds to work with, though. They can just take it on the chin. It's all good, man. So, Fate keeping the ball rolling. Should be able to find their way into a 7th. I'm just kind of thinking, you know, Galaxy Racer probably take a pause ahead of the next round. Like, they're trying some cheesy stuff here with the stacks and whatnot, and it's just not quite working for them, unfortunately. But I think take a pause ahead of the next round could be a great idea.
Bomb down, pistols retake, damage applied. Hopeful that a gun comes their way, but unlikely. Nice shot from Freddy. He's gonna go straight for that gun. The one with the armor. And Pleasant's actually the one to keep it. He's gonna start to make a play. Smoke onto the bomb. No kid, otherwise things will get interesting. Pleasant with the first 10-second infuses ink. They covered it. They masked it with bullets. They don't know they're on it, Strip. I don't think they know. They don't.
Wow.
No idea.
Wow.
They mask the bomb tap with just gunfire, and they take everyone with them. That is unreal.
I am blown away. That is absolutely unbelievable. Insane. And now it becomes an almost impossible task. 9 in a row required from Fate to take us to overtime. They're going to come in with a bit of an angry round. Very aggressive from Patrick. Straight into Tabs, though. Drops down early. What? Okay. All right. It has been such a wild day with some mental kills. Blocker picking up another, and suddenly Fate have got themselves a 4-on-3 that looks so doable.
What is going on? How did they pull that off? We have seen some things. Nikki's flanking B. They're just waiting for him to find a kill. Waiting for him to find this guy. That smoke tracer will give it away. That's a cool little monster smoke. And how long does Nikki sit here before he assumes she's getting pushed? He'll do so now. I believe this player has his knife out. Oh, he comes back. He saw him. That's unreal that he came back to check that. Now he knows it's going to be B. His smoke monster is still keeping them at bay. If he gets one more, that's a victory in my books. But it's going to be into the Oppo ships, who's going to just post and peek this quick. Is he quick enough? Yes, sir. And it's Freddy and RACER to come back. But again, the timing from Freddy is immaculate. Oh.
Clapped out, though, unfortunately. It's all going to be on to RACER. close things out here and now, trying to go for some speedy shots, and he just isn't finding them. Treves an AK, he's confident in himself. He just walks straight into the crosshair blocker. 7th round coming in. 8 more to go. It is hard fought. But all the same, they will be happy to get their 8th on the board. This shot is insane.
Save from the Racers. They're just 1 round away from pushing us to the next map. Fate fighting to stay afloat. They have certainly shown that they have woken up. Nice 1 tap from Patrick, but he can't double it up or follow it up. And now Fate are in some trouble. This is where things get weird. Thank goodness for ships. Blocker, I don't know how clean he can grab this bomb and get out. Gonna be chased by Freddy. A fight Blocker must win. He jumps, but he's gonna be allowed to back out. Okay, everything is fine. Or not.
Well, the madness seems to continue here, my good man. Tabs in on the site, ready for this. Looks the wrong way at the wrong time, though. Freddy Frog is absolutely miles away. Might give it a go, might save. I'm not sure. They kind of have money, so he might as well. But then the AK 1-tap potential and starting to get a point, to a point rather, where you perhaps need to respect your opponents. Not really sure whether, yeah, he's just going to look to save, kind of slowing things down. And like I say, it is starting to get to a point where, okay, maybe we think about closing this out now. Okay. They forgot the round started or something?
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, is there like a delay going on?
Were they
like,
meant to pause? I don't know. That's
They literally have a player who didn't buy a thing. He has a deagle. Hello? Well, now he has it up. That's turnaround. That's profit. And he's gonna have to hit a couple shots here. Nice on the first. Hanging onto the smoke for, in my opinion, just too long. He's gonna throw the monster one instead of the short one. All the while, there's a long player creeping Scriv, but it doesn't matter. Players are falling. Nikki, yeah, gets a kill. Maras go all the way back for the bomb, so this A-side control is useless.
Yeah. It is a little bit, what the hell? I'm so confused. I thought it was a T just the way he was moving in. I didn't really concentrate on the hood. That's my bad, but he's also kind of had a bit of a bad. They've been spotted out on the Fate side. This would be a crazy way to end it. He actually wins that fight. Nikki's gonna fall though. And essentially a 1v3 from Mar. Not looking too likely, to be honest, Keith, as he will work his way towards the A-bomb site by the looks of things. 25 seconds left. I think it's just about enough time to walk up, but not really enough time to walk up and check all the angles, so he's going to pick up the pace. Try and find a way into the site here. We'll get the plant down. Okay, takes him a second. That's a bit awkward. 2v1, and he needs to win this.
How can he find a 1v1? He's to isolate a fight. Posted up at truck at the moment. Relaxer's gonna double up here with Dezon. They have a kit. They're gonna line up. The spray's just off the mark, and that'll do it. Galaxy Racers will put it to bed. They'll finally probably take a sigh of relief and look to move on to the next, which is Fate's pick scrib, which if memory serves is Train.
Yes, sir. Takes them a while in the end, but they do eventually get it done. Galaxy Racer, the better side there, and Fate certainly surprising. We did see this from them earlier, I suppose. I don't know. I would expect them to bounce back massively on Train, but it's very hard to tell with this team. They're a little strange in that sense.
Yeah, I feel like they are the type of team that can bounce back on their own map pick and kind of make a play from there, but they've had a bunch of different emotions today. I think that game they started to come back, but still making some mistakes that are getting capitalized on. I think they gave too much room for the Pistols to find impact in a lot of ways, and didn't do themselves any favors in that regard. Now you're jumping over to Train, a similar map in the sense of Overpass where CT spawn with control, right? You can push in towards T-Con, you can take ladder, you can take upper B out of spawn, kind of like a layer tier system, not as much to the extent of Overpass, but it's definitely there. And I want to see how much Galaxy Racers are willing to take advantage of this. And I really think, I've thought about this, and I think the new logo for Galaxy Racers should be a race car in space. Like on the moon, sitting on the moon. Something, listen, very simple. Keep it simple.
Sounds reasonable. I don't know who you need to contact to talk about that one. Maybe one of the twins, but I mean, it could be doing. I like the second one.
Issue is, I won't know who's who.
One. Yeah, the one that we have on the stream, the one that is shown on HLTV is a bit.
Yeah, a bit, yeah.
Yeah, a bit weird. I don't know what the triangle's doing in the background, but
hey, it's trying to figure out and triangulate where space is. We're going to take a break because we know where that is. And when we come back, we'll see if it's a 2-0. I've just heard back from the Vibe Police, and I hear it's Malta vibing time, and it's time for map number 2, brought to you by Gaming Malta, home of gaming excellence. My name's Keith the Fortune. Joining me, of course, on this side is my man Scriv. I nailed everything. What did I miss? Nothing. Nothing. That's all I got.
I just thought I'd let it hang. Look,
Yeah,
man.
That's it.
Map 1, not so hot from Fate. Not so hot. Definitely not what we were expecting. Like, it is been a wild day of really, really one-sided games. That one ends slightly less one-sided. It's not a 16-2, which, by the way, is what Fate was able to do on Overpass earlier. So it's weird that they end up only picking up 8 rounds this time. But we saw them bounce back massively. A similar kind of vibe when we felt that they would be okay going into Vertigo against Nordavind, and they weren't. And then they bounced back massively on their own map pick. I think they put less pressure on themselves to perform on their opponent's map pick, as not to ruin, for want of a better word, to ruin the vibes going into their own map. So I feel we might be seeing that here again. You also have the fact that Train is just not a good map for Galaxy Racer at all. So unless they've been doing work on it, and this is a bit of a bait, bit of a trap card, I feel that we're going to have another quick second map coming in. And similar to the last series, Dust 2 will be where this is decided.
To be fair to them, though, not necessarily a bait as the win percentage. But let me just throw some stats at you that kind of paint the picture of how this map is, right? 1916 against Pact on Train this month, a couple days ago. Not bad. Same with Level Up. They won 22-19. Again, a trend of close games. 16-13 against Copenhagen Flames a couple months ago. Hard Legion 16-5. And then Havu 16-7. Now, all of that aside, close games, that's cool. This is where the stats get really questionable for me. They've won 3 out of 10 pistols on this map. They only win 19.2% of rounds after receiving the first death. Typically that's 30, right? Is goal, right? And then win percentage after getting the first kill is only 67%. So they fall apart a ton on this map, Script.
Yeah, it seems maybe it's just one that they play when they have to. And try and make the best of a bad situation, really. That does seem like very, very strange. Who knows, though? With stats like that, I kind of feel, if Fate don't come in and start pummeling them early, they could find a gap. They could find a way into this map and make it interesting. But I don't know. I just don't really see it happening. I honestly think like the way that Fate have been approaching the games today is just kind of cool, kind of chill, focus on your own map pick, and then maybe intensity steps up on that final map, which is why we see a double overtime from them earlier, I don't think that they necessarily have the scariest of tasks ahead of them going into Train.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be too worried. I think Knife is going to determine a little bit. I think, obviously, Galaxy Racers want to start on that CT, but I think a big focus for them, especially looking at their stats, is simply just defaulting appropriately like we saw in Overpass, right? Working the opening picks, working the extremities. You get the first, make sure it leads to the round win. You can't be getting picks and losing the rounds, especially on Train. Rotates take a while. You need a lot of information to justify your moves, so I don't know. Galaxy Racers winning Knife. They're immediately going to take CT side, I bet. No hesitations to be found there.
Makes sense. And, could play into it. Like I say, if Fate can't get under their skin early on, I do feel they might have their work cut out for them. But at the same time, Fate, you would expect them with the success they have on this map, they would have a strong T side. Actually, a stronger T side? That's very strange. I just went and double checked that. They have a better T side than they do CT side over 22 maps and a 73% win rate.
That's absurd.
That is absurd. Oh,
I hear the
beautiful
clicking.
noises. That's what we like.
Let's take a
And
look
we're
at these
in.
live odds. Scriv, loot.bet. I mean, I can't blame them for favoring Fate, but at the same time, I feel like Galaxy Racers have set themselves up nicely to at least give this a go. Shout out to Loot.bet. Check them out in the banner below and at loot.bet. Check them out. Now, Scriv, Galaxy Racers going to go for the kit on tabs, Fate, utility on a few, and we'll get to see this T side flourish, as the stats seemingly proclaim.
All right. Slow start to begin with, Keith. Not a lot coming in. Oh. Dropping down. Clearing out the pop dog. Tabs and Dezen both trained on that area. Smoke's coming in, though. Gonna nullify both their positions. Dezen gets ahead of it, though. Able to find one. Almost a second coming in for him. Tabs, meanwhile, holding things down from hell. He's going to get crunched, and he will get taken down. However, the teammates are keeping things interesting here. USB's looking good. All going to be down to Blocker in a 1v3, and he can't get it done. Pleasant making mincemeat of the first. Speedily finding the second. And that will be the pistol going the way of Galaxy Racer. Okay, not a bad start.
Well, hey, CT pistol, enemy's map pick. If they go on a run and defeat the motivation and prowess and confidence of Fate early, Scriv, I'm not sure how the bounce back will commence. But not buying anything, which is a bit of a change from Fate. Every time we've watched them, they typically buy here, right? So being a bit more reserved in nature on this T side. Pressure in towards B. As soon as this Molly's gone, they're going to try to pop out upper and get a plant. That's all what it's about, Scriv. It's about the Skrilla.
Duncan Foreign Shields has entered the chat.
It's all about the Skrilla, Richard. Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I don't think he's said it for a while. Back in the day. I think it's his channel. I'll not call out, you know, competing sponsors, but I don't think his channel's still sponsored by the sponsor, if you know what I'm saying.
Not sure where you're going. No clue. Don't even know.
You know, the intro things.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, screw it. Who cares?
Okay.
I like my job, Scrib.
All right, dude. All right, dude. I wasn't gonna name names.
I know. I'm just messing with you. Galaxy. A lot of trust in Freddy to be solo. I was gonna say, as soon as that Molly's gone, they're gonna explode. You give Freddy an opportunity to find two, and the rotator was just too late. So, don't know if this was a product of the weaponry Galaxy had that made them get a little antsy and feel like they need to pressure outside and not help out the B player. But you know, Fate we're buying. You leave a solo B player with an MP9, just seems a little risky for me.
Maybe. This is part of what we were expecting, worried about, perhaps. As Fate with the rifles look very dominant. Should have a buyback here from Galaxy Racer, particularly thanks to these two players surviving. Whether it's going to be enough is another question though, Keith, honestly. I think very quickly they need to answer back, and they're considering it. They're actually thinking about it. And they're not going to do it. They're going to eco around what they have. A few upgraded pistols, that's it. Bit of armor for Tabs. Okay, he does eventually spend a bit more, but I expected them to go all in, and they haven't. So I kind of respect this.
Yeah, this is kind of cool. I appreciate this from Galaxy, being very reserved. That is just double unfortunate, the fact that Nikki can control that on 9 HP to find them both. But I do appreciate a team like Galaxy Racer this early and willing to consider their economy, treading lightly. Pleasant gets over here at a good time with the M4, just letting them know that it's here, trying to deter them from just popping into an empty B site, and he'll just rotate A, right? They go B at this point. It's a save. That drop from Patrick was risky. AK picked up by Tabs, the second. Not quite the third. But Pleasant is close, and he's going to hear this player rotating off, but that was just out of this world.
Ooh. This could be out of this world as well. Are they ready? I don't think so. Okay, that's almost very awkward. He's left on 19 HP, 35 seconds for ships to find the round. And he's pretty far away. Plesson, knife in hand. Is he ready for ships here? It looks like he kind of is, and he's going to catch him. Oh, Plesson with a huge 1v3. Gets Galaxy Racer their third. Denies away a second rifle round from Fate. That is massive here early on. Going to demolish their economy somewhat as well. They are left with a choice themselves. Do they buy? Do they eco? What is the plan?
How many times has robbery happened, Script, this series?
A lot of times, you know. Today
Alone.
Yeah, the highwaymen are out, bro. Streets are not safe.
Yeah. Do not test them. Nades into T-Con, Patrick. In the loving safety of this corner, but you know Tabs is going to either get flashed in or continue to prod behind the smoke. Pleasant spray unfortunately finds Nikki, as Fate will lose the first man without even being able to fire or cap, or what do the kids say? Clap back?
Yeah, clap back.
Yeah, clap back. Can't do that.
No siree. Oh, such an awkward spot for Tabs. He gets destroyed. 3v2. Pace from Fate here. Hard to deal with. Lesson continues to be thorn in their side, though. Okay, gets the dink. Spins around and he sees Mar. Looks him dead in the eyes. All going to be onto Freddy Frog. His teammate got a 1v3 last time out. He has to do the same now. Certainly easier said than done. Blocker just holding his ground. When Freddy swings out, I think he will swing to his death, although timing is going to play a part here. Okay, gets the catch onto one. Blocker, peek me, for goodness sake, please. Nade goes in. Doesn't take him down. Blocker, a lucky son of a gun. He will eventually fall to the bullets. And Freddy Frog, he comes within 5 HP, but he can't get it done. Fate will deny the clutch this time. Although these rounds are coming a lot closer than they really should be.
This is getting a little nerve-wracking, isn't it? I'm not sure how I feel about it. A lot of pressure. A lot of interesting kills. Buys like this. Like, what is this from Galaxy Racers? This is out of there. That's what this buy is. Fate trying to force him out of this round before it even began. The B push will bear no fruit. Patrick's even pushing in through Z. This scout won't even be given a chance. And this girl's on fire. Sorry, I mean Fate's on fire. I was just singing the song in my head.
I think we've both been making a few song references on this map. Or lesson. Spots his toes, no? Oh no, Patrick's gonna shank him. Oh, that's so unlucky. And that was the shankiest of shank sounds you've ever heard. For sure.
Wow. The second knife of one best of 3 already, Scriv. You love to see it. And it's going to be a sprinkling of things for Galaxy Racer. Is going to have to take a save as this T side of Fate starting to come in the picture. Pleasant. Caught crossing by Mar. Banged out. And Fate just going to spread. Play very safe across the map, Scriv. Not give anything up. How quick a 3-1 can turn into a 3-3, though.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Dezen. Would have been nice for him to find a frag, get some cash money. Not going to be the case, though, so I think they've weathered this storm quite easily. Tabs still on the Zeus, speaking of storms. Teammates falling all around him. Oh, oh, that's weird. Oh, he's got the knife out. Okay. 1v5.
I believe.
Why is everybody trying to knife each other right now?
Come at me. He's just chilling. He's gonna give it up, however. Breaking glass to see if they're gonna come chase him. No ninja possible. I do appreciate it, though. Fake it to 4. They've built up a bank, Scriv, and I'm worried for a Galaxy Racer boys now.
Yeah, maybe so. It's definitely a strange one, right? I feel with them being weak on this map, like, I just feel like there's just a weird precedent being set where it's like Fate is super effective. Okay, maybe not in this round though. Freddy Frog. Sweet play. Gonna go down though. It will be a 1 versus 4 blocker. Not expecting too much here. Maybe you could do some damage. That would certainly be good. Relax are going to double dink him out though, and Galaxy Racer straight back in with a 4th. Fate disrespecting them there, Keith. That B-rush not working at all. Of course, shout out to Hellcase. How's it going? Long time no see. Malta V 15. The 2 codes that they are providing for you guys, of course, to get yourself some extra cash. 15% refill bonus. Banner down below. You know how it goes. I'm sorry.
Whew. Freddy Frog showing us what he's got. As he is able to lock down this beast site now once he gets a rifle in his hands. Playing for ladder control. Blocker. Lining up a smoke. Seems like wall of smokes towards A. A fake flash from Blocker. Actually, it's a real one. That's such a sick pop flash. I thought he was just kind of tossing it, but no. That's a sick double bounce in towards ladder. And he's just going to double entry. How does he make it look so clean, and how can they let that happen, Scrib? I can't believe they've done this. That's a set piece from Fate that I guarantee you has like an 80% win rate when they break that out. Yeah. It's like a once and twice and a half, but that just seems so guaranteed.
Pretty clean. Pretty damn clean. But we'll see whether it continues, honestly. I think have found it a little harder than they were expecting, and a little harder than I was expecting to be fair, you know. A really solid side here, but certainly being tested. I'm not quite sure. Seems there's some... oh, okay. I was going to say, it sounded like they were typing at each other and he's just sat there with a knife and then my guy runs in with a deagle. But the round's been reset anyway. All good. No beef, guys. All good.
I want beef. I want a beef burrito on rice.
Wonder where you got that one from.
Black beans. I'm just what I'm ordering for dinner. I'm also getting crab cakes, veggie samosa, pork geizos, and a Coke. So, like, straight to my hips, my guy.
Moment on the lips. As they say. All right.
I gotta wake up early tomorrow, which I will with ease, guaranteed.
Yeah, we're
5-4.
Starting earlier tomorrow, my guy. For sure.
Gonna wake up even earlier. I'm gonna wake up an hour and a half earlier than that, Scriv, because I'm trying to fix my sleep schedule. You know how it is.
Yeah, I do, actually. To be honest with you. I think I went to bed at like 4:30, 5 o'clock yesterday.
Yeah, tough.
Not good.
That's good. Cheeky little Deeg shot. Patrick and Co. is going to start to clear ladder, but Tabs shutting it down. Freddy should have dropped as soon as his teammate was taking contact, but he's going for the long play. He's pushing all the way through. And I don't think this is exactly something Fate would be expecting at this time. I think his timing's really good. He'll get here with Mars back turned, and it's just so unfortunate. What else can I say?
Yeah, they do get a little unlucky. Peekaboo. Dezen gets destroyed by Mar, and that should be all she wrote for this one. Relaxer, maybe, I don't know, gets in behind, steals an AK. Where's it gone? Where's it? He's searching, he's sniffing around for the AK. Can't find it though.
Hey, you know what? An AK is an AK. Never mind. He's not living. Have we seen an op on the CT side yet? I think this is only the second one in 11 rounds, which is kind of worrisome.
Yeah,
I think Galaxy Racers have managed their economy in awkward fashion from time to time here, and just not giving themselves the full run of it.
Seems like the vibe. Okay, Relax are going to open up though. Actually got 2 of them worked into this round from Galaxy Racers, so a big change. Great flash. Only good for 1, but should be enough. 4 on 3 coming in favor of the CT side. Pretty simple stuff. They kind of concede a bit of control at IV, but ultimately looking good. Okay, and again, great flash. They're really looking proactive and a bit smarter, perhaps. Ships does drop Tabs. Cost him a big chunk of his HP. And they still have a solid man advantage on the CT side. But it is not all said and done just yet. So they really should not count their eggs before they've hatched. Maybe now. Ship's left in a 1-on-3 on 45 HP. 46 HP. Sorry. He's not able to get anything done. So there you are. Galaxy Racer, the double up setup. Catching Fate completely off guard. Ripping them to shreds, to be honest. And I think it's a good way to counter them. If I'm honest, Keith. Like, there's a You know, a decent attempt being made to find some early frags with the early flashes, as well as the double up setup taking those peaks, and it pays absolute dividends for sure.
And now Fate are in a situation with no op themselves. Hasn't been something they've wanted on this T side. Trying to counteract a double up on the CT, and the Molly should stop that. But Patrick preemptively peaks. Gotta wait a couple more ticks longer. The op can only sit there for so long. And that opening pick fade away. And his B-side at times has been the weak point. But with getting the first pick, it allows the op to quick rotate in through Z. That's going to be RACER. So watch his B defense still flourish in a moment, Scriff.
Ooh. Freddy wins a key fight, looking for another. Nate does find it. Does indeed. See you later, ships. This is getting interesting. 6 rounds going to be pulled back. And honestly, I was expecting a much more one-sided affair. You know, particularly with the prominence of the T side on the side of Fates, but it's just not to be. Nicky does get one, but he's traded very quickly by the touchdown nade once again. And even back up, it's a strange situation. Normally we would say 6 rounds on the CT side, not so hot. Getting up to a potential of 9, I mean, could be decent. But I don't know. Bit of a difficult one. It's a bit of a difficult one because like they're meant to be better on the T side of things, but then you would assume with the win rate that they also have a pretty damn good CT side. Meanwhile, Galaxy Racer, their T side is going to be weaker. Surely it's really hard to get a T side together on train. So I don't know. I'm hedging my bets. I'm impressed so far, but I am hedging my bets in terms of the map itself. Plessing going to drop ships. He does nothing in this round, and the B aggression coming in. Oh. Going to be absolutely destroyed. Missed shots, but it's all good because Freddy is here. They leave the channel open, and he just demolishes them.
Flick up for tabs. Nade is beautifully timed. Blockers walking up. And what do? They smoked your ladder, and you just get sprayed through it while tabs is on the ladder, because why not? 7 for Galaxy Racers, pushing forwards heavily on the CT side. Scriv. Double ops was a good change. Kind of counteracts the pace in which Fate wish to play. Who typically leave gaps in their executes because they're planning on peeking you with it, right? Speed is their friend. Opening picks. Were coming in galore. But not anymore. What a switch. What a change from the Galaxy Racers side. Forcing out a save from Fate on round 14 is huge. Doesn't guarantee you the round, but it certainly will go a long way.
Pretty big, dude. It's pretty big. The bomb site a little vulnerable here, but they don't have the bomb, so I mean, they probably can't get much done. Yeah, rushing through the fire, off angle from ships, not going to work out. Blocker 1 on 5 required. Does get the first. How many more? None. So just 1. Galaxy Racer up to 8. Not bad. Not bad at all. And the buy coming into this is not going to be perfect. Should be pretty damn good, but I think they have to sacrifice the orb. And a Galil comes into play. Patrick only has a smoke. Definitely not perfect, but it is workable, right? There's enough to go around on the Fate end to find themselves a 7th. Galaxy Racer, though, this double up setup has paid absolute dividends. I cannot reiterate enough how much this has worked out for them and how well they have bounced back because of it.
It's been the game changer. And look, another opening pick. 2 ops. Allows you to send 1 towards B. Trying to creep down the ladder. Patrick punished. And it's looking a lot like a 9-6. Great flash to force Dezon off the angle, but now we can reposition and look for the second. He's going to assume someone's crept out. He'll calm that to the team. But he really is the only one that can punish this player. He doesn't spot him in his jump spot at the temps. And ships, if he's going to walk to ladder, that'd be 200 IQ. He'll find the op. He'll look for tabs now, and this can get weird.
Tab spraying through, trying to be that distractionary element here. Bomb does go down, but other than extending the time in the round, that doesn't really matter so much. Lesson from behind. Oh, that's a really awkward fight. I think Nicky actually gets dinked through the wood or something. He takes a lot of damage all at once, regardless. 3-on-2. They have this player in hell trapped. Yeah, too many angles to be looking at, so a nicely timed frag coming in, and Plesson just finishes things off. 3 quick frags from him to get Galaxy Racer the 9th. What a turnaround. What a turnaround. They were looking like, you know, get the pistol, it's a little sloppy. They had one here, there, and everywhere. But towards the end, the double up setup is just massive.
Yeah, I think that made all the difference. I mean, it opened up the B player to be a little more safe and passive, right? And allow the op to be the rotator. The odds, in fact, still favoring heavily, maybe more so than the game started, in the favor of Fate. Actually, no, it's 10 less, 0.10 less, if memory serves. I think I saw like I think it's a little different. I could be losing my mind though. But either way, still LootBet, our betting partners, check them out, favoring Fate still. But I think that CT side is pretty decent, but the T side is where they struggle heavily, so pressure's on.
Pressure is indeed on. We'll see how it goes. Oh, ships. Okay, there's cooldown to find the frags. All right, he missed all the shots initially, but then he just stops. RACER is miles away. Bomb's gone down. Defuse is coming in. He's being watched by 2. He does get 1, to be fair to him, but the round itself not going to happen. Fate immediately opening up this CT side with a vengeance.
What's important is there's armor damage on Patrick and ships, which means they're not going to be able to get the cheap head armor upgrade, which means they're not going to have head armor. That information alone might be enough for Galaxy Racers to just go ahead and buy here. Bomb plant, round loss, you lose, it's 1 save anyway. I think they're doing it. And they get out a couple AKs full utility even. I think Dazan took one for the team and just asked for an AK and drop. Same with Freddy. This buy could put up a decent fight, but I don't think they were expecting an AUG on ships. That's typically an expensive gun to go for, but he's committed.
Plesson kind of got his teammate killed there. That's a bit awkward. Patrick, is just creeping in. Trying to do his best Neo impression, but he is admitting he's not very good at it. Backs off. No need to take any risks, right? Maybe that call comes in from someone else, or he's just checked himself before he wrecks himself, of course. A 5-on-3. Okay, make it a 5-on-2. Patrick eventually wins that fight against Plesson. And I think that'll be that. Fate looking good straight out of the gate here. Very, very angry. Very effective. And Galaxy Racer don't have much of an answer.
Oh, Nicky. 1, Dexon alone. In with a D. Good flash, but he's going to be pressured here momentarily. And Fate, first rifle 4 live. That is pretty slick. Galaxy Racers have to save. And that's better than slick. That's brutal for Galaxy Racers. Definitely needing more out of a buy like that, Scriv. Fate. I mean, their CT side is definitely a little weaker than their T side in regards to like round turnover. But it's trained CT side anyhow. We all know how strong it can be for most teams.
Yeah, and I think they're just a little stronger than their opponents overall. So it should, just by virtue of their strength on the map, be enough to carry them through. Alright, Desmond does manage to trade one back here. However, Nicky standing strong, looking good. In for the double. 4-on-2. There's not very much gonna... I mean, to be fair, finding a couple frags is not all bad. A third with the MP9. Now he's on the org, getting his pre-fire in. Making some moves. This is fairly silent. He's going to get the drop on Patrick. Okay. This is spicy. Molly goes down. Bomb plant is imminent. 4 kills already for the Galaxy Racer. 3 for RACER. And he's able to dip away. The A bomb site, the outside bomb site, all these different angles. There's a chance that Nicky just overlooks, or maybe, you know, the timing comes in. Not going to be the case, though. RACER maybe thought he'd crossed already. However, big damage done into the actual first rifle round.
Yeah, I mean, if you needed to damage the CT economy and tie the game up, that's exactly how you do it, though. Fate, sure, get the round, but the economy damage kind of speaks volumes in and of itself. An op comes out from RACER, tells me they're gonna willing to slow the pace down for him. Op for ships, and I think a map like Train just honestly, Scriv, suits him so well, and that's just scary to think about.
You can just kind of see, though, they're visibly a little nervous. Just barreling bullets in. Nothing really going to land. Slow approach from Galaxy Racer. Maybe expecting Fate to get a little giddy. Maybe a bit too aggressive. Maybe they're baiting it out, though. They seem, yeah, very aware of the fact that they've lost control of T-Con. Look how close those bullets are. But yeah, they seem very aware of this fact. Oh, we're going to get a flash. I don't know about this. Is there going to be a flash? Could somebody flash him in? That would be very cool. There's the flash. It's a little... It's not very good. A little
trash, yeah.
Not very good, yeah. I didn't want to hop into them too much. And I think with that frag, with it being so late, it should be enough. Maybe not, though.
Yeah, definitely running out of time, though. I think the bomb's going to start to head towards B, but then you're leaving your op alone, Ivy, to lurk. It's just a little egregious. RACER is certainly going to make enough noise, but there's still 2 players here. The head angle from Blocker with the Yogg. He has a teammate in support in the back lanes. You're not going to expect that. Can this bomb even go down? There's no way Freddy's going to expect another player in Cloud. I sure wouldn't. Doesn't get spotted by the planner. Zizon will get the bomb down, but now they've lost track of Freddy. But I think he did just get spotted, and just easy as that from Fate. You can just see how panicky the Racers are.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's definitely signs here, but it's just not quite enough. Their CT side, you know, decent towards the end, the double up setup and everything, but I don't know. I just, like we've said, by virtue of the map and the comfort that they have. It's gonna be crazy. It is going to be crazy. We'll see. There's still time. There's still money, right? They've got the loss bonus and the bomb plant and everything stacked up, so they're able to buy into this one. Keep it moving. Keep it rolling. Nice nade damage coming in. Hopefully... Oh, find themselves a way in. He says, and then Nicky through the smoke, or on the edge of the smoke, able to drop tabs.
Seems like, again, Galaxy Racer is getting nothing out of the default. They're kind of just spreading out, losing a player, grouping, and going B. They don't really have an approach to this map, unfortunately. At least not one that's ingrained deeply in the team environment. And it's a shame that it's that obvious. Fate can play one player again, retake, Blocker with the Yogg. Just playing the jiggle angle. No real reason. He's even a bit higher than I would recommend, because an AK swings from heaven, you're definitely going to be in some trouble. There's the flash. He'll fall. He'll just look to hold and contain, get spotted. And I don't mind this quick beach blow they need to kill to back it up, and there it is. Now we can watch this round truly unfold.
Ships able to drop Daz in. Will it be enough? Oh, Pleston looking good on top of the smoke, but they're still just about holding on to the man advantage by a thread. Relaxer on the backside holding the flankers. They're not expecting him here, but he doesn't get the frags. Sets one up. The second going to be so much harder for Pleston.
Planted for you.
Goes on high. Okay, just relax. I think this is being shouted at him, right, that it is planted for him. Nicky going to go for the hold. Doesn't have the kit available. Holding it down. Finds the frag. Is there enough time?
Wow,
there isn't. There isn't enough time. And that will be the 10th round for Galaxy Racer. They are indeed fighting back towards the end.
Wow, he was a second off, too, by the way.
Crazy.
I mean, a second off. I just had a little bit of a coach moment. Forgot I was pressing my push to talk. You know?
Yeah,
like, no,
dude.
when you're a coach in a situation like this, you're playing online matches. I don't believe Galaxy Racers, if we see the scoreboard, have a coach in the server. I don't think they do. But yeah, that was just a coach moment back from my MDL and advanced days. When the bomb was playing for someone, no one was speaking up. The coach has got to let them know, and I was just letting them know, hey, it's playing for you. Play time. And obviously
So
someone
true,
else
though.
did let him know.
Yeah, because he definitely looked like he was just autopiloting, like it was planted on the other side. Someone's like, whoa, 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 relax, low HP guy. And this is a good response from them as well.
Blocker. Does he catch Freddy moving? That's an important part, and he does. That's why he wins that fight. Freddy is not sitting still in the angle, he's moving. And what's weird to me is he goes move forward and then comes back like he's unsure if he wanted to push in all the way. And he only dies because he's not posted on the angle. His first shot is not accurate. It wasn't technically a strafe. He was still moving, and the result is a freebie for blocker Scriv.
Little strange. Galaxy Racer making life difficult for themselves. Oh, gonna drop another. Does get traded pretty quickly, though. A key fight to be winning. Tab's just about getting it with his final bullet of that spray down. Into a 3 versus 2. Should be a bit more doable here with the incredibly weak weaponry, lack of utility, split across the map. Pretty much everything stacked against. They have a kit. That's like the only thing I think that would be in their favor here on these remaining 2 players. Oh, Nicky could get the drop. They're opting against it, though. He tries to find someone on the extremities. It's just not going to happen. So they'll look to save. Blocker's got himself an AK as well. Needs to be careful. Yeah, the spam return does a lot of damage. But he survives for now. And it will be an 11th for Galaxy Racer. Neck and neck. Able to just edge forwards towards the tail end. Fate really, really having their work cut out in the next few rounds. And they'll have one of those weapons taken away as well.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a save here anyway, but...
Exactly. Took the words out of my mouth. They could have squeezed it out. Maybe. But definitely not the place to make a stand on 11-10 with an economy like this. So, probably pistols. Ship's going to save for the op, which is cool. Full save for it, almost. Gets a P250. That's okay. One of the best guns for value in the game, so I can appreciate a man of taste. As Galaxy Racers look for a 12th Scriv. On a map they're not comfortable in, but they're finding some common ground.
Oh. Red, man. Pretty well held from Galaxy Racer. Just kind of solid stuff, to be honest, from them. Looking good. You know, patience in the last round pays off. Patience in this round. Fate becoming a little predictable. Gotta watch out for that. Someone, again, you know, a leading voice has got to raise some questions here. The round looks like it is all but over. The hero AK dropped, so... just playing out the time here. The fact that they've not met each other yet. Oh, it's somewhat coincidental. Pleasant somehow actually lives on 1 HP. Surely no more. He will go down. So Patrick saves himself an AK into the next round. Should be able to use this to get a few cheeky headies maybe. The one-tap potential, always nice.
Isn't that what you call when someone heads the ball in football?
No.
A heady?
No, that would be a header.
Why can't I use both phrases?
You just don't. To be honest, I guess.
Yo, sick heady, Ronaldo. Looking good out there. I think it's cool.
Yeah, but that's definitely like one of those things where, I don't know, good job, e-gamer. You know what I mean? Like if someone came in and said that, like...
Yo, Neymar, good work, bro. Sick headies. I don't know. I think it's cool. It's kind of like the skater take. I don't know. Even though it's Neymar, not Neymar. I don't know.
It's Neymar.
Yeah, that one. I said it right the first time. Amazing. Anyway. Save round's done. Opt for ships. Maybe we'll see some headies.
Maybe we bring it into Counter-Strike, though. You bring headers into Counter-Strike. See, it just doesn't fit, though, does it? I don't know. It's kind of a weird one. Because I think it's called a header because you are. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you head the ball, and therefore you are a header. There's one. Tabs does get traded, though. So 4-on-4. Not really able to do anything with the early frag. I guess some early dominance and thinning the defense. But... oh, I don't know whether you find very much off the back of it. Plessing got to be careful. Lurking out at Ivy. I guess going to be the late player coming around the back. It looks like a B hit. And he could cut off some rotations. He could come in at the end and flank them. Or he could go down easily. We'll see. His impact is going to be massive in this round, though, for sure.
Oh, blocker. Nearly gets caught. Ships will pick one out of the air. And RACER just taking a nappa on top of the catwalk, just not aware that Ships was going to be looking for the fight, which is very odd to me, Scriv. And then Galaxy Racers, who are looking so good, have rounds like this that just seem so oblivious.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's mean, but you know the op just killed your teammate. Like, he's going to be peeking again. Like, there's no way. He's not. Pleasant, maybe he could pick this up. That would be unreal. Hang on. I thought Ships was blind for longer. That could have been interesting.
Nearly. Nearly. I mean, doing damage is pretty good at the end there, to be fair. Because they've got money to buy. The CT's not so much. Yeah, there's a couple things. Like you say, with Ships, I would put that down to communication, I suppose. But then you also have... the... Plesson's on the flank. I can't remember... Dezen was that remaining player on B itself. He kind of got a bit giddy. I think he just needed to play safe and wait for the flank to come in. To be honest, like when he missed the first peak, it's like, okay, just hide away and not give them anything else to work with. But a few lapse in judgment moments in that round for sure, and it's given Fate a chance back in. Like I say, the economy not great, so they actually have to string two together. Otherwise, this gets really scary.
This is a battle for the next few rounds, no doubt. Fate, just look at this purchase. Struggling to get through it all. That Molly's not quite going to clear out Mar. In fact, he's going to use that smoke, which is wise. Means that Galaxy Racer is going to have to delay a little bit. If there's more of those, I'd be intrigued to see. And as soon as the smoke fades, they're coming in hot. Mars crosshair placement a bit too high for my liking, but as the smoke fades, they put it right into head level. Beautiful. The first, not the second totem in the stack. And Galaxy Racers with 30 seconds, though, strapped for time.
Yeah, they have to move through the molly. Oh, and Blocker's not expecting it. Neither is Ships.
Wow.
Big frags. And you can just see immediately Patrick puts on the brakes. Even backs up a little. And they will move to save. Galaxy Racer pick up the 13th. A key round to be taking. Fate not looking good. These two players, even with saving the buy into the next round, is going to be so rough. So rough.
And just look at Fate's money. I think you have to give up 14th here. It's painful and it sucks and it's not what you want to do, especially when you have the op. But you think about it. Marvel saves, he can get an op out for ships next round. It's not worth investing over a FAMAS and armor no utility. They're gonna have to concede 14, and by concede I mean still fight for it with the op and FAMAS, but Galaxy Racer given a time of their lives to get up to 14, and if they play this well, it should be theirs.
Yeah, this is certainly their game to lose. Okay. What have I done? What? I don't... Oh my god, I don't understand. How? They just run in together really fast, really angry, and 3 of them die to a FAMAS. Why are we even doing that? In what world does that work against rifles or pistols or whatever?
See what I mean by then they have rounds they look clueless?
Yeah.
Like, I'm not exaggerating when I say they are winging this. Like, they've laddered. Last round they won. They had 4 players top ladder, right? Let this sink in. 4 players above ladder, fighting for ladder control. 2 drop. They throw 1 smoke outside towards back green, and they call it a fake. Like, they are getting by the skin of their teeth. And a half buy here, I don't hate, actually. Get a big buy into the next. See if this AK on tabs can do anything. Maybe he didn't get the memo and he bought too soon, but hey. Interesting nonetheless, script.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I think they're just hoping to soften things up and do some damage. Speaking of, big nade. Big nade coming in. But not too much here at the beginning. Another slow kind of start. I mean, to be expected. Galaxy Racer can't really climb very much. I'm not quite sure what the deal is. Tabs is rushing in. The A-bomb site caught distracted. Is that the plan? A deagle shot does come in from Dezen. Looking for more. Swaps to the M4. That is a shame. He perhaps could have found that player on top of train, but not going to happen. And it's all down to Plessen. 1v4. Not going to happen for him either. Back up to 13. And they might just have let it slip away. This is insane.
Picked up. AKs for Galaxy Racers. Fate have AKs on the CT side, full utility, like they are stacked tooth and nail. They're loaded. They got money, they have AKs, and that is gorgeous. Good early little nade damage coming in from Galaxy Racers, but they have to deal with Patrick and they have to deal with him now. He's able to flash and just back up. That nade should be decent, and it is. Wow.
We're hoping for something on the edge of the smoke. It's just not coming. Really desperate here, Galaxy Racer, and I think it's hard to, you know, bounce back within a game because you've had such a big round slip away from you. Once again, another slow start into the round. 55 seconds left though. Galaxy Racer gonna have to make a move. Smoke going down. Great flash does come through. Nicky needs to die fast. He does. Great trades from Dezen. However, it is the CTs just about staying on top of things. A 3 versus 2. Freddy Frog's crept out onto B. Could get a catch here if he plays his cards right. Oh, it's a tough fight, but he does get it. And the B bomb site completely open. Great Molotov. It has not kept the rotating player at bay. Tabs, meanwhile, is being stopped in his tracks. 20 seconds. This is wild. Patrick is in on B. They might not expect this. I don't think they expect this at all. But then timing and positioning could make a difference. Patrick, oh, making noise. Surely they hear him. They do. Freddy Frog drops him from behind. He gets a bit too giddy. It ends up costing him. Mar, meanwhile, is completely repositioned. 2 versus 1 for him. He can't get it done. Oh, they cling on. Galaxy Racer with a key round victory. Fate will have money to buy back in, but I think that would have been the game if they lost that.
Definitely would have been a good argument for it. And Fate get the op on ships. He's been deadly. Kits, utility, and M4s, of course. And they haven't done this yet, an Ivy pop. They have forced Patrick to have to play aggressive early. They know he falls back after this flash. They're just going to take his flash and peek with it. Patrick, you have to be careful. They know what he's up to. I wouldn't mind them walking through this. I'm not even capping.
Could be crazy. Could be what they need, though. Oh, nice peek from Freddy Frog. Ship's going to drop. The B bomb site immediately vulnerable. That smoke is interesting, but it works. He adapts. I don't think that was the intention, but he adapts. And he goes, yo, this smoke's not quite as tall as it normally is. Maybe they're not expecting it. And they are getting picked apart all over the shop. 15th. Dead to rights here. Freddy is on his own doing all that damage, by the way. So they get caught in rotation. They're really unsure. They're trying to respond, trying to find frags. It's just not happening. And someone needs to step up in a big, big way for Fate. Really not looking good. Mar still with us. He is. Okay. He was just planted firmly in at Pop Dog. Nicky, meanwhile, in for 1. Brings it down to a 4 versus 2. Another fight, but he doesn't win that one. Amar is convinced someone is coming from Pop Dog, but it's not the case. Dezen drops him. 15 rounds for Galaxy Racer. Map and series point looming here. 2 rounds to do it in. Yeah, Freddy, the hero of this round for sure.
Hey, right when you needed a player to have an individual round, get kills on the board, and show his worth in the team, it is right there. This pause is because they know Fate's economy is in the garbage. They're taking their time to discuss it, figure out what can they afford realistically. And honestly, they're going to expect this. Now, keep in mind, they've lost a round to Just a Famas before. And if they lose this, we could be staring down OT. So in my opinion, you want to close it out here. You almost need to, if you're Galaxy Racers, and just complete the upset. Make the gauntlet run.
This would be a little crazy if they're able to take it on train, to be honest with you. Like, I didn't see this happening. Picking up the first, sure. But they, I think, are going to surprise a lot of people with this if they're able to get it done. 2-man push coming up ramp. Oh, they're going to keep going. Freddy Frog getting the book out. Page 65, when they're 15-13 down, they like to push in. Okay, I got to be ready for this. Peeks away at the wrong time, though. However, it works for him, at least for 1. And that 1-for-1 trade, it really has to do work. It has to do so much for Fate. AK retrieved, but they lose an awful lot of control for it. Well, maybe not control, but like pressure on B.
Oh, that volley is
Blocker
so
goes
good.
down, and it burns. Ooh, okay, it looked good. It wasn't good enough. Blocker's still alive at the backside, though, Keith.
Yeah, they know the AK's upper halls. They should just wrap B. They need to go through CT spawn. It's your only way to avoid the gun for as long as you can, because you don't know if this gun's pushing down ladder or if he's coming in through T-con. Now, you can't stop the Z rotates here, and Blocker is already on site. But if they go as a unit and they trade this out, unflankable if they keep moving, Pleasant is just like that one player, that one guy in the server who just gets distracted by shiny things. No reason for him to stop here. Blocker's going to peek out. And again, Galaxy Racers just... The song Where's My Mind by the Pixies comes to mind. Because just box gone. I understand Pleasant's trying to slow down and play for flanks there, but he hears the flank coming. There's probably a flurry of comms coming. And Galaxy Racers, that's just them being uncoordinated in the dying ends of the round, unfortunately, Scriv. Fate, get another freebie.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They come into this one kind of speedy. It looks like overtime's on the cards unless someone can step up to be a bit of a hero here. Ship's opening up pretty quickly. Nade does actually very little damage. Blocker's taken a big chunk on B. So certainly not all said and done just yet. Blocker gets the old Bogdan's Law invoked. Nothing really coming. We'll see. We'll see. They are slowly but surely making their way towards the A-bomb site, not making any noise at all. Creeping down Ivy, looking to get in that pesky corridor. It is being watched. Oh, the shadow shows. Nikki gives away a freebie. That could make all the difference.
Oh, they're contacting Ivy again. Last time they caught Patrick, he has only a flash left. And he's alone. Instead of facing, they're just going to smoke him off and look towards the A site. Patrick pushed all the way back. There's the flash. They're going to go. A lot of struggles have been coming from this Ivy position, and they let Patrick spray two. Absurd, Scriv. I can't believe that's happened. Tabs has fallen, and OT is required.
Crazy. Absolutely crazy. It really is. Galaxy Racer, I don't know, man. I feel like they had it kind of dead to rights and they let that key round slip. Staying alive, staying in it to bring it to overtime. Credit. Like, I honestly thought they let the... what was it, like 13-12 they let it slip? I honestly thought that the game was gone. But not the case. I don't know. I don't know. They do well to bring it to overtime, honestly. Like, just bringing it this close is kind of insane. Like, I really did not think they were going to be able to do this. At the same time, I don't know whether they can bounce back from, like, letting the victory in regulation slip away ever so slightly.
Taking a moment to consider things before they ready up. No pressure. And it is just going to be Galaxy Racers just readying up, starting on this T side again, talking to their coach, probably discussing what they want to do, what the approach is going to be like, because you can't let rounds like that happen. You can't allow yourself to get sprayed down, 2 players through smoke on a game deciding round. It simply just can't happen. So hopefully they can forget about it, move in here with money, get 1-2 T rounds and sweep it on CT and move on, Scriv. That's their goal. Fate's goal. Well, they don't want to stop, right? You've already tilted them. You already know they're upset. You're getting the luck. Just keep it going.
some updated odds for you folks. Of course, shout out to LootBet, our betting partner. Code Malta gets you 10 free spins and 100 bonus euros on your first deposit. Okay, double up setup coming in from Fate. They will look to use their money to its maximum potential. Tabs burnt down, naded down. He almost had a chance to find a frag there, actually. Another nade coming in. Really good utility usage. Fate coming out, all guns blazing, but the first frag will go the way of the T side. Blocker bites off a bit more than he can chew, and they very quickly rotate across the B here. So Galaxy Racer are in their heads very early into this round.
Good opening pick from the Racers. Up the ladder comes Mar. Freddy Frogs, he's going to get timing down the repeat. No. Timing was certainly on Mar's side, but Freddy is too quick to the trigger right now. This B side has been his time and time again. Pleasant all the while finds Nikki, and Fate are scrambling to find a way back into this first round of OT script.
Yeah, answering back really, really well here. I think this is what they needed to get them started as well. We were talking about, you know, the mental and everything, the fact that they let that one slip. It hurts. It really does hurt. But not going to dwell on it too much. Ships does find one, traded back pretty quickly. That should be all she wrote for this one. Yeah, he's being watched. Okay, he knows his off angles. Not bad. Left on 35 HP and the bomb's gone down though, and he's wasting time. Kind of has to waste time to find Freddy, who's not expecting him at all. Oh, what the heck? His spidey senses. Just play this chill. They should be able to drop him. They do eventually, yeah. So all good in the end. I guess a bit more costly, a bit closer than it needed to be, but it doesn't matter so much when you're in the overtime, of course.
But they didn't allow the op to catch him off guard there, right? They ran it amok. The auto from Mar? Okay, look. That round loss must have caught him in a bad time. As Patrick could get caught falling back. Good thing he has the E-box under smoke to allow himself to facilitate a safe fall back and run back. He's not the type of man to stick around. He hasn't really done it once on the Ivy side of things. They now know where the auto is, but the bomb's heading to B. Again, success has been found there, but Ivy pressure alone is not enough to keep 4 players towards A, in my opinion, especially now that T-Con's given for free.
Looks like a B split. Kind of a quiet one. Oh, blessing. Playing with fire. Flash comes through for him. They'll make it on to B here. Low HP. Oh, how does he survive that? Blocker's still alive. Does get dropped. Patrick's found Pleasant. Blocker's molly burns Dezen, though. I really don't know how it comes down to this. And now they're going to try and reposition the bomb back to A. Where, sure, it is slightly weakened, but they're in a 4 versus 2 man deficit. Nice pickup coming in from RACER. Can they close the gap towards the site itself? Not looking too likely. Mar sticks around in the fire. 1-on-3 for RACER. 4, 1-on-4 essentially. Thought he picked up the bomb as well, and he didn't. That's awkward. Ships double dinks him, and Fate will get the 16th. So evening everything back up here.
$16s apiece. Galaxy Racers have done the hard job of just getting that one they needed on that T side. And another, I think, definitely is possible. Fate haven't looked as comfortable in OT as they did in regulation. The rounds have been tight through and through. And Galaxy Racers throwing a bit of a execute fake, if you will, to bait out utility in response, working nicely. All the smokes, all the mollies getting dropped across the board. And they're going to let Freddy work.
Yeah, he's had some really great rounds out there by himself. Gonna need him to have a few more. Nothing really coming though. 1 minute and 5 seconds. Slowing things way down. We'll start to add pressure towards Ivy, which is going to be the site of choice here. Well, the A-bomb site's going to be the site of choice, sorry. Either way, moving in. Patrick left low. Are they wrapping to B, maybe? I'm not sure. It looks like it. I don't know. The bomb gets dropped. This could be dire. Absolutely dire. Patrick going to drop Relaxer. 30 seconds left. They're upended, but 3 frags come in all at the same time. 4 versus 2. The low HPs don't matter so much for the AWP. They do for the auto sniper, though. And I think they know that it's still in play. Meanwhile, Ships gets the drop onto Freddy. The no scope from Mar coming in. Tries for another. Not going to happen. Comes so close. Ships in the 1 versus 2. They have a combined HP of 26. He doesn't really know it. Oh, and he's going to get caught off. That's so unlucky. And Galaxy Racer just take the lead going into that second half.
Unbelievable. I can't believe that auto no scope. I think he tagged the second player. I think he hits his bomb player. He does he? I don't know. I can't tell. I think he did. Mad. Absolute madness. Ships, if he had the deagle, landed a split second earlier, he gets that kill. And now it's Galaxy Racer's turn on the CT side. Keep in mind, where the double ops were flourishing and Fate were struggling, Scriv. It's right back out.
Let's make it happen. That's what they're after. That's what they are looking for here. The overtime is a little shaky from both sides, you must admit. Smokes go down. Another slow start from both sides, sending the feelers out there. Hoping to find themselves a way in on that Fate side of things. An opening of some kind, wanting to deny 18 away as quickly as possible. Oh. Buying each other. This is still so spicy, so hard to call.
Look at the utility on the CT side, like nothing. They got baited hard. That's their last smoke in towards ladder. No mollies, just one flash on Relaxa. They're all bunched up on site, trying to play ahead of the execute if it was to come in from Fate. And as soon as they see the nades coming over, they're gonna regroup. Relaxa with the first wall blind. Is on. Just needs to get one pleasant swinging with the op. He's cutting them down now, Scriv. Does he find the other player from ladder? Yes, sir. Look high, just miss. But he'll be given a second chance here any moment. That's 4. That's filthy. Excuse me, that's 3 and then filthy. The other op stole the other. And it's op, the op, the op. As Ships catches the freebie, he actually is given 2. Are you kidding? It's luckily no time, but what a round of op kills. What is going on?
Madness. Absolute madness across the board. It's been a really wild series, right? Well, a really wild second map, I think. So many opportunities slipping away in a lot of different rounds. It is crazy. It is very, very crazy. Like, feel like they maybe should have found it already, but not the case, and now they're given a second chance at it. Galaxy Racer hopefully not going to let it slip away for their sake a second time. I just think they want it a bit more, you know? Fate have not dropped off, but certainly lost some of their energy. That is for sure.
Minute 15. Double up and ladder. We haven't seen this from Galaxy Racers yet. Double ops and double and ladder. This is risk reward. Tabs plays a little anti-flash. They'll drop on him. Can T-Son spray him down? He can. Not expecting the second. Pleasantop's looking for the win. He's trying to double in. What a quick shot. And it's Mar alone. Can the underdogs do it? Will they 2-0 Fate? Oh, it's looking like it's written.
Written on the Fate gravestone, my guy. Mar can't find anything in the 1-on-4, and that will indeed be that.